It's a what? Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Grizzlies. Get there. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Cauley Stein. Harris is out there with Harris. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Harris in a small forward.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D's.
And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Teletovic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Three-pointer. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Memphis with it. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the three ball. Harris has got himself on the board with three there.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition three.
Stolen by Beverly. And stolen by Harris. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. From deep. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. For the three. Mitchell's shot is good.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooters.
Yeah, but out on the perimeter, a lot more space. It all evens out.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And Drummond kicks to Teletovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got five now.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Harris kicks to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Mitchell dishes to Drummond. No good with the layup.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And for the Grizzlies, chemistry and continuity have been a strength, but we're seeing some roster changes too.
Yeah, we are. Vets who have helped establish this team starting to move aside. Age is a factor for this group. Also a move by the team to adapt to modern pace and space basketball.
And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
Drummond a screen. Passes it to Teletovic. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. On the wing, Harris. Harris outside. Feeds to Harris. Outside for Davis. Harris, right side. Beverly against Harris. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Teletovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Back to Harris. Cauley Stein with the screen for Harris. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Here's Mitchell. He has 5. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Fournier. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis. And for the Mavericks, clearly the rebuild, Greg, has begun.
Yeah, but they made good use of their picks. They brought in more youth and signed their building blocks. Franchise isn't used to rebuilding, but they are approaching it, I think, the right way.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Fires from 14.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And Davis can't get it to go.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harris. Cauley Stein, a screen. 3 seconds left. Goes back up. We've got more NBA basketball. Now the second quarter getting ready to start. Look at Memphis. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Davis. Harris is out there with Harris. Then it's Willie Cauley Stein. And it's Harris in the 3 spot. 3-pointer. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Kicks it to Davis. Fresh 24 for the Grizzlies. Back to Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Beverly. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Drummond a screen. Mitchell passes to Drummond. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. It's Martin on the wing. Lynn against Beverly. Shoots off the screen. Hawes. But he stays with it. Up top, Lynn. Defended by Beverly. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now, Smitty, be honest. When you're watching these games on TV or in person, how much do you miss playing the game?
You know I do, Kevin. I've always had that in my bones. But I think as of now, the last 2 or 3 years, as a guy that can shoot the ball a little bit, I wonder and dream and pray if I could have got a chance to shoot 15, 18 threes. So I love it, but I know my time is over, but I would love to shoot that many threes.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now here's Lynn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D. No, that's just an emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building. He kicks it to Temple. Memphis moving it around. Beverly against Lynn. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow.
And you can see it in terms of protecting the rim. Drummond has the ability. He just needs to stay active on a consistent basis.
Now here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Drummond a screen for 3. Fournier still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And it's Mitchell missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Martin kicks to Hawes. Lynn dishes to Hawes. Tries again. And it's sent back by Drummond. And that's a foul. Called on Spencer Hawes. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Do you see the frame on Andre Drummond? Easy for me to see why he can shed off so many defenders inside. He's incredibly strong. Hard to stop when he gets near the rim.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trailed by 9. Now here's Jackson. Markkanen in the corner. It's stolen by Martin. Here's Lynn. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the strength of Andre Drummond, you talked about it, Steve. It's not just upper body, but lower body as well. He can open up a lot of space if he gets the ball down low.
You know, once he gets it in the paint, there's nothing you can do. His footwork off the block is coming along well. It's a process for him to refine his moves.
Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Markkanen. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Markkanen's got his first points in this one.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Lynn with the steal. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
The drive by Jackson. Morris against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. .130 left from the first half of basketball. Jackson against Land. It's tipped.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots. And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Here's Lynn. The Mavericks making the shot. Can't hit from 12. Here's Morris. No good on that one. Great D that time from Martin. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. And a wide open look for Lynn. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 14 points for Lynn.
And the way Lynn picks his spots, just knowing his place in the offensive schemes and scoring well as a result.
Now here's Lynn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lamb sets a screen for Jackson. To the inside. Here's Koufos. Right through the D for the layup.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
And he gets the bucket. Lynn's got 18 points in the game.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And so now it's been a one-sided affair. Mavericks trail by 16. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg's 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Patrick Beverley out there with Mitchell. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Off the pick. And Drummond throws it down.
And it's gotten to this point, Drummond finishing with authority on a consistent basis.
Cauley Stein with a screen on Beverley. Harris misses.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The putback. And Drummond is right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harris passes to Davis. Over to Teletovic. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 6 points for Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Drummond with a screen on Harris. Offensive rebound. And Fournier kicks to Mitchell. Hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got 15 points.
You don't see that play regularly from them, but it led to a made three, so you can't knock them for trying it.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity. He never takes a break on any possession. He is ruthless on the offensive side of the floor.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And while the low post game has lost favor, the high post is still prime turf for a lot of big men. They love to hang out there and do their job. Who do you think are some of the guys who live on the elbows like that succeed?
LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, is one of the best in the business. Blake Griffin is a guy who plays well at that position. They're comfortable. Marc Gasol, Greg Monroe, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns, those guys play all over the floor, but they're very comfortable at catching at the elbow. And you know what? As a big guy at that elbow, if you can show shot, one dribble, you're right at the rim.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's Harris off the drive. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Mitchell, this is to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Good pick by Andre. His athleticism to get in position, the threat to roll off, reason why that play works.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Break from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Markkanen. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the third option guys on the team. They got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the fifth option, and those guys are a threat. And also those guys knock down more big shots now, not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, do you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? I mean, that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs? For sure.
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. Here's Lamb. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. It's Martin on the wing. Young outside. They set the pick. Outside for Martin. And that one's on target from the wing. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Mavericks have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. 30 seconds left to play in the third. The feed now to Hawes. Back to Lin. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The Mavericks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. And he's good on the second. Here's Lin. He's got 18. Off on that one. And so welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. So on the 4 for Memphis. They've got Garrett Temple. Martin is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Hawes in the 5 spot. And the way we have kind of a positionless game now, Smitty, there is no part of the court, any part of the court, which not one person cannot go to. A point guard can play any place. The big can go outside like you just talked about.
You're totally right. And now you've seen bigs shooting 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line. And a lot of point guards starting to post up. It is definitely positionless basketball that we're seeing right now.
But fun to watch. Seeing those bigs shoot like that, wow, fun to watch. Here's Lin. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And Lin plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
And Drummond is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. From past the arc. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
They get it back.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Lin against Beverly. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Mitchell passes to Beverly. Drummond a screen. And it's Mitchell missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Cauley Stein with this screen on Beverly. Beverly against Harris. Pass to Cauley Stein. And it's sent back by Drummond. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. It's hauled in by Harris. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Cauley Stein kicks to Harris. Back to Cauley Stein. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Mitchell dishes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Mitchell kicks to Beverly. Here's Drummond. Makes it off the glass. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
On the wing, Harris. Davis against Toledovich. 5 to shoot. Davis sets a screen. Stolen by Beverly. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Mitchell.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And stolen by Toledovich. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Fournier with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Fournier's shot is off.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
A 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis leading by 15. And here is Harris. Harris outside. He dishes it to Harris. The Mavericks pull it in. Mitchell's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Harris.
He plays with such intelligence, creating good angles for the pass, hitting guys where they can do something with it, trying to make the most of every possession tonight.
Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
And it's sent back by Drummond for the finish. And it's Drummond with the jam.
At his size, Andre is a scary sight running the floor, but very effective.
Harris. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
war a lot, like on war forgot, but no warning. It's warm a lot when I cook beef. We're never clear, areas in fear. I just hear some fear. Living life too close to the edge. Hoping that I know the legs.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Pelicans coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip.
And what you love about rivalry games, doesn't matter where the teams are in the standings. This is about pride.
Well, as much as guys talk about it and try to downplay it, we know what's at stake here. You get into the game, and then your emotions take over.
Obviously, two teams, same conference, lots of history between them. Should be a good one. Brent, who are some of your favorite rivals to compete against?
You know, just growing up around the game of basketball, Kevin, for me to step on the floor against the jerseys, maybe not so much about the player that's in the jersey, but to see Lakers in purple or to see Celtics in green. That to me got my juices flowing. And then obviously, selfishly, anytime I had the opportunity to play against my brother John, oh boy, I was ready to go.
You loved it, yeah, you savored that. I love that answer, by the way, playing the team, not necessarily the individual. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Gorgie Dang, Fox is out there with Tyreek Evans. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Parker in at the 4.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
To the wing right side. Here's Fox. No good on the 3. So it's the Grizzlies now. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
Here's Fox. It's good. Fox has got his second bucket tonight.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Coley Stein, a screen. Harris drives in. And it's Davis missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one's good. Parker's got his first points of the night.
And don't look now. If there's anything Leonard could improve upon, it's getting his teammates more involved. Exhibit A, that assist.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Coley Stein with this screen on Fox. And it's Harris off the drive. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Brent, some pressure on the Pelicans front office and coaching staff to win now.
Well, Alvin Gentry has dealt with a lot of injuries surrounding Anthony Davis in his short tenure with the Pelicans, and it took a little while for the organization to confirm that the upper management and coaching staff would be back for this season, so it feels a bit tenuous. Hopefully they can get themselves together and be one of the teams with that kind of talent that finds their way into the postseason this year.
And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. And yes, it's good.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first. Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the two bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
Davis in the corner. All sorts of time. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. And stolen by Harris. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll. The era of a post-up centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
Leonard kicks to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
Harris outside. Now the dish to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Memphis. Leonard draws the double. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Fox. The Grizzlies pull it in. Cauley Stein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 5 points so far. It's Parker outside. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Davis with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Fox passes to Evans. Fox dishes to Baines. A 3 from Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. Grizzlies have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And he makes the first. And the Pelicans making a change here. And Harris drops them both. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Fox. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Welcome back, folks. We'll see. Pelicans trail by 9. Greg, you ask a lot of GMs. De'Aaron Fox, probably the fastest player in this year's rookie class.
And he plays at 1 speed. That's lightning. I mean, he's got speed to burn. And maybe not quite as fast as, say, John Wall, but he isn't far behind. He uses that quickness well also in terms of just busting seams on the offense. And at the other end, he can be an outstanding defender as he was at Kentucky.
So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got LeVert. Gorgie Dang is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Fox. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Martin from outside. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Wide open look here for Murray. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Johnson kicks to Lynn. Tipped away. Martin uses the glass to finish the layup. Martin's got his first bucket in this one.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's LeVert. And again, no good by New Orleans. Temple, the pass to Lin. To the inside. And stolen by Jang. Leonard with no one around. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lin dishes to Hawes. Back to Lin. Shoots a three. Fresh 24 for Memphis. And Hawes kicks to Lin. Back to Hawes. Another shot. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. You've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. Another miss by Leonard. Feeds it to Temple. Lin the pass to Hawes. Back to Lin. A second chance effort. Hawes dishes to Lin. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Leonard's got the ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Hey, Brent, when you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. I mean, really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. New Orleans on D. After Jeremy Lin hitting the three.
And Lin plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Snell's checked in. 17-foot shot on the way. Lin's shot is off. Here's Parker. Got a hand on it. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Lin. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Stolen by Jeremy Lin. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And, David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Looking to end the run. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Raul Neto's checked in for the Pelicans. And Hawes kicks to Lin. Fast break, here they come. Here's Snell. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Lynn. Pause the pass to Lynn. Good on the shot. Lynn's got 16 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
No good with the layup.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
And so it's Memphis. And as we welcome you. And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 16-point game. Tobias Harris is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Devin Harris. Then there's Harris.
That just happened. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Kawhi Leonard reminds you of the way that people talked about defensive backs that can lock down great receivers in football. So suffocating, takes elite scorers completely out of positions on the floor where they like to be effective.
And here's Evans outside. And Zhang kicks to Leonard. Zhang dishes to Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
And yeah, I get it. The goal defensively is to keep Kawhi from getting looks inside, but hey, you try that.
Fox with the steal. Here's Siakam. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Zhang. Evans kicks to Siakam. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And with Kawhi defending you, Brent, I've heard you call it being marooned on the island of Kauai. What do you say, the Kauaian Islands?
That's right, Kevin. Stranded, if you were. I mean, it's so hard to do anything against Kawhi Leonard. Even simple things like making post-entry passes. It just feels like there's more than one of him on the floor.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Evans passes to Zhang. Siakam kicks to Leonard. New Orleans moving the ball around. Latrey down through the hoop it goes. That's his fifth make on 9 shots from the floor.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cauley-Stein with the screen on Fox. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 11 points for Davis. Evans dishes to Leonard. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harris kicks to Harris. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Zhang. And now the Pelicans on the break. And he makes that one.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
Murray's checked in for Fox. Back to Harris. There's the feed to Cauley-Stein. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
And here's Leonard from 3. That's no good. He is 5 of 11 shooting from the field for the game. Cauley-Stein passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
So you're going to give AD that kind of room? Well, here's the payoff for that.
And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg's 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group